Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Steel Frags, and tonight we are reviewing Cassius from MAISON Alhambra. Cassius. This is a Parfums de Marly CARLYLE inspiration. Before we review though, I just want to say thank you everyone for checking out my videos, subbing, and sharing your experience. Help me help you make the world a better smelling place. And the way we do that is by liking, subbing, commenting, and sharing our experiences on the different fragrances, how they make us feel, the feedback we get on them, and overall that will help us make the world a better smelling place. So let's get into the Cassius. This is delicious. Absolutely delicious. So I picked this one up about a month or two ago. It's getting ready to get pretty warm, so I don't know how much wearing I'm going to get out of it, but I'll give it some time to sit and macerate. Let's get into the notes real quick. So, Cassius is a Parfums de Marly CARLYLE inspiration / clone, whatever you want to call it. The top notes on Cassius, though, are nutmeg and green apple. The middle notes are tonka bean and rose, and the base is patchouli and vanilla. So let's revisit this. I haven't worn this in a little while, so my nose might not be as familiar with the DNA, but I can tell you right off the nozzle, it smells amazing. It smells really good. There we go. Ooh, it's strong. I forgot how strong this was. I did 3 sprays and like something got my nose and just start tugging my nose hairs out. Ooh, wait, I gotta let that sit. That's strong. It's real strong. You get a very strong spice when this comes out. So that nutmeg is very, very strong in the opening as soon as it comes out. I'm pretty sure it'll settle down. I don't remember the nutmeg being a super dominant. I just know that it's real loud in the opening. Okay, so just want to start off by saying this isn't going to be for everyone. But if you are into spice, if you are into deeper fragrances, what I mean by deeper fragrances are darker fragrances, fragrances that are a little bit more challenging, a little bit more spicy, a little bit more mysterious. This is right up there. But it is a great scent nonetheless. So let's get into it. So you do get the nutmeg in the beginning. The green apple is there. It is a sweet green apple, but it's not a prevalent note. It does not really expose itself too much in the opening. It's mainly nutmeg. There's definitely tonka. Tonka is a big player in this one. The tonka bean in here is powdery and very sweet. As far as rose, I'm not getting really too much rose at all. I'm getting mainly nutmeg, a little green apple, some tonka. The patchouli is there. The patchouli blends very well with the tonka, though. It kind of gives it this earthy powderiness along with the spice. And then in the dry down, I'm going to let this sit. Because I know in a second I'm about to catch it, but I do remember this about this fragrance. It surprised me because in the dry down, it's this very delicious vanilla smell that you get. We're almost there. That patchouli has to kind of subside a little bit, and then you start to get more of a vanilla. So we have the notes. Now, let's talk about performance, right? Let's talk about occasions. Let's talk about all that. So, all right. I'll start off with occasions. Not safe for work. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Keep your job. Keep your dignity. Don't wear it to work. It's It's not work safe. It's a little too challenging for some people. Put it that way. This is for a person who has more of a mature nose, who can appreciate spice, who can appreciate deeper notes, appreciate sweet notes, things of that nature, earthy notes. Could you pull this off on a date night, though? Yeah, you could. You can definitely pull this off on a date night. You would just have to know what kind of date you're going on and the person that you are going on this date with. Because this has a certain DNA that I really believe would work well with most women. Most women would love this smell on a man because, oh man, there it is. I'm smelling it now. It took a while. It's there though. It's like this sweet vanilla patchouli with a hint of nutmeg. The nutmeg dials back. It comes, it just goes. Comes and it goes. That nutmeg is there. It's loud for a minute, but once that pulls back, you're left with that tonka, patchouli, and vanilla. And man, it smells good. So that's what I'm talking about, though. It's hard. It's kind of hard to explain because it's complex, but it's subtle. It's subtle in its development. So you get that earthy patchouli, but then you get that sweetness. And I feel like something like that can work very well on a day, especially if you're going out on like a cooler night or like a fall night or something like that. It just screams sex. It just screams sexiness. Like it's earthy, but it's sweet, and it's kind of slightly powdery, slightly has that oily patchouli smell to it. It has some class to it. It's just a really sexy smell. So date night, I would definitely wear something like this. I would dress this up rather than dress it down. Now, what I mean by that is, in most scenarios, I'm not going to find myself walking around with a wife beater on and basketball shorts, rocking Cassius to like go to the mailbox, or rocking Cassius to go to the grocery store. That's just not what you do with this kind of fragrance, especially in the summer. So let's get into seasons, right? I will be getting to performance in a second, but let's just unpack as we go. So seasons: fall, winter. Spring, you can do a spring on cool days, cool nights preferably. But fall and winter, this will probably work a little bit better. Because it's I'll get into that in a second. But summer, it can become cloying. Fall, winter, spring, it just has a very sexy vanilla patchouli tonka. It's just nice. So let me get into what I was getting ready to say real quick. So now let's get into performance. So the performance on this, so far I've had it for about a month. I'm going to let it sit a little longer. I've had it for about a month and a half. This one, from what I've worn, it's strong, especially in the opening. So you have to be mindful of your sprays in the opening not to choke yourself out. It's very strong. But it dials back fairly quickly. Within the first hour and a half, it starts to kind of come closer to your body. Now, this is where it gets interesting. It's like a few other fragrances that I have in my collection where it might come back towards the body, but what happens is it starts to push off the skin further. So I hope this is making sense, because I feel like I'm trying to teach arithmetic in Swahili to a group of little Swedish kids. But we're just going to ignore that fact. We're going to just play along. So this fragrance starts kicking off your body. It starts letting off subtle like a waft. This thing is a sillage monster. That's why I feel like it works so well for a date night, because she'll come in for the hug and go, "Ooh, this smells good," and then she backs off, and you guys are sitting there eating, drinking, watching a movie, doing whatever you're doing. And every now and then, it's just this wave of patchouli, tonka, vanilla, nutmeg, with a little green apple goodness starts floating around and just making it known that, I'm not like other guys. There's something a little bit more special about me. There's something you might want to look into. There might be something you want to check out. There might be something you want to explore, something you want to test for yourself to see if it's right for you. It has that kind of message. It's just very, very nice. I love this fragrance. I can see myself wearing this a lot in the winter, and then especially the fall. I'm going to be rocking this in the fall. I might even spray this on pretty soon if we get a few more cold days. I hear we're getting another cold week up here. So yeah, I'm going to do that before it gets real, real hot, because it goes from super cold to super hot pretty quick up here. So that's the performance. I don't think I ever told you longevity or whatever. So okay. I think the longevity is about 5 to 7 hours. It's just what I get for right now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if it sits longer, it'll be closer to 8 hours. But right now, I'm just getting 5 to 7 hours. But it's that really, really nice wear where it's that really nice scent bubble where it's not loud, just coming off of you everywhere, and you just everywhere you walk, it's right there. No, it's like a every time there's a breeze, every time you move, every time you know somebody walks past you, there's just a little bit of that, and then it just comes in, gets in their nose, makes them think about you, and then it's gone for a second. That's what's beautiful about it. So I love this, and it's very strong. It's a very strong fragrance. So sillage is good. Projection bubbles about a foot to a foot and a half, and about hour and a half of louder projection. Then it becomes a little softer in the second hour, and then it just becomes a personal scent bubble around the third and fourth hour. But it does last. I did not spray this on my shirt, if you've noticed, because it would probably be there until I washed it. So if you spray this on your clothes, you're going to definitely increase performance if that's what you're looking for. So we covered all the bases. Again, this is Cassius from MAISON Alhambra, which is a clone of Parfums de Marly CARLYLE. Personally, I don't know how close it gets to the original DNA that it's based off of, nor do I really care. Um, I don't see myself spending $250 to $300 on a bottle of cologne just right now, in not just in my personal finances, but currently with the way food and everything else is. It's just to me, it strikes me as a little immature and irresponsible to base your personality on the brands of fragrances that you buy. But that's just me, though. Anyway, I'm trying to hook you guys up. I'm not trying to put anybody down. If you're out there buying Carlyle, if you're out there, spending that good money, you out there balling out of control, I'm not hating on you. Do what makes you happy. I'm just saying that most of us have to kind of struggle, have to kind of hustle to make sure we're straight in the end. So we can't just spend $300 on a bottle of cologne. Anyway, trying to hook you guys up, trying to make the world a better place. And we do that by liking, sharing, commenting, so that we can get the word out about these fragrances, man. All right. As you guys know, have a blessed night. I will see you in the next one. I absolutely love this fragrance. Check it out. It's on Amazon right now. I think it's below $30, so you might want to grab it before it's hard to find. Anyway, till next time. Peace.